And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Houston going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. Hey, time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Baylor's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get it.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
White wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Strong, firm tackle. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
The Bears are flying down the field. Quarterback keeper. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Baylor! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll operate out of split backs. Rides to back and leaves it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Houston wants to play fast. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how we thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defense.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Just another week of Conference U.
It is slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. White going to attack through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Thurman. Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougar! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try the left side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. White wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Running into the open space. Made a defender miss. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There he goes. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. White going to attack through the air. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bears want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get... To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He
fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind him. He's loose down the middle. Defense picks it up. Tag. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
35, Houston, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Houston going up tempo. They just keep firing, using the quick game. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. White wants to throw it. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Wide open. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White going to attack through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Bears need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Let's go. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Houston has it with a first and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on second and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. This offense in dire need of a touchdown is third and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Bears can really attack on this second and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Daniel. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Almost had the completion and just missed it.
In football, you really turn quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
White wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Butler. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Tight end finds a soft spot. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
That's caught. It's Baker. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Quarterback making checks. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Saves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can do it.
Number 12, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Gets the back moving. A run for the quarterback. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running back.
Sprinting away. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Looking for room. It's Daniels. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston Houston offense comes onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.